This is video 7. We're learning about descriptive statistics. Finally, statistics. I recommend you follow along in the Student Study Guide with IBM SPSS Workbook. The examples in this tutorial are based on the Research Methods questionnaire. We have 4 items assessing attitudes toward research methods. We've recoded question 2. We've checked the reliability of the scale, and we have also at this point computed a total score. We also have the variables gender and age. Select descriptive statistics based on the type of variables that you have. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to run descriptive statistics for nominal variables or categories, as well as for interval or ratio variables. For nominal variables, the main descriptive statistics that you'll want are frequencies. In this data set, gender is a nominal variable in that we have the options of male, female, and non-binary. To calculate frequencies, go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and then Frequencies. Select the nominal variable that you want to analyze, in this case gender, send it over to the variable box, and then we're done. Just click OK. When your output comes up, you'll see the descriptive statistics for gender. In this case, we have 5 males and 5 females, or 50% males, 50% females. You have 2 options to calculate descriptive statistics for interval and ratio variables. In this data set, we have age as a ratio variable, and we have our research methods attitudes total as our interval variable. The first way to calculate descriptive statistics for interval or ratio variables is to go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Frequencies, just like we did before. I'm going to click Reset, and I'm going to choose one of my interval or ratio variables, my ratio variable of age, to send over to the variables box. Now for interval or ratio variables, we need to calculate additional statistics. Click on the statistics, and then select the statistics that you want to analyze. For interval or ratio variables, you're going to report a mean when you have normally distributed data and a median if you have skewed data. You're going to select the skewness statistic to make that determination, and then you're also going to request measures of variability. And you can ask for additional statistics if you so choose. Then click Continue, and then if you want, you can also select Charts. This will give you a histogram, and you can show the normal curve so you can see how your data are distributed. Click Continue, and then when you're done, click OK. Now we've got our descriptive statistics for age. In this first box, you can see that our skewness statistic is 2.22. And I would say that that indicates that the data are too skewed to report the mean as the measure of central tendency. Therefore, when we report our results, we're going to report the median instead of the mean. The next box shows us our age distribution. And then finally, we get the histogram, and we can see that our data is slightly skewed in that we've got this person who's 58 years old. The second way to calculate descriptive statistics for interval or ratio data is to use the Descriptives command. Go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Descriptives, then send over the interval or ratio variable that you want to analyze. In this case, I'm choosing the research methods attitudes total. Notice that I'm not going to analyze individual items because I've created a total score. Then click Options. And these options are already pre-selected for you. I'm going to also select the skewness statistic to make sure that the mean is in fact the best measure of central tendency. A downside to calculating descriptive statistics in this way is that SPSS does not give you the option here to calculate the median. And so therefore, if our data were skewed, we'd have to go back and calculate descriptive statistics using the frequencies command. Typically, I just use the frequencies command to avoid all that hullabaloo. Then click OK. And we get our descriptive statistics here. We get the min and max, the mean, and the standard deviation. In this case, the skewness statistic of negative 0.75 is within the normal range. Therefore, the mean is the best measure of central tendency. In the next part of the video, I'm going to show you how to select cases to describe and how to compare groups using descriptive statistics. It may also be worth your while to review part 1 of the workbook. That will tell you how to create groups based on a cutoff score, a median split, and it will give you some additional information about selecting cases. The select cases command is exactly as it sounds. You select certain cases in your dataset to analyze. For example, in this dataset, we discovered that age was positively skewed because of one participant who was 58. We might therefore want to select only those participants who are younger than 58. To do that, we would go to Data, Select Cases, and then we would click on the If condition is satisfied, and then click If. And then we would say we only want participants who are less than 58. So this essentially excludes that one participant. And then we click Continue and OK. Now, this is all the output that we get. We only have told SPSS to ignore that 58-year-old or select everyone who's under 58 for all our future analyses. To actually get any results, we need to run some analyses. So let's say we want to find out what our research methods attitudes are among those who are under 58. Go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Descriptives. I'm just going to run my same analysis again, my research methods attitudes total, with all the same information, again selecting skewness, and then click Continue, and OK. And here we have our results for the participants who met our selection criteria. Now, it's important to note that when you use the Select Cases command, all future analyses will follow that command. And so if we run another analysis and we want to include all of our participants, we need to turn off the Select Cases command. And we do that just by going to Data, Select Cases, and now we select all cases. And now all of our data will be used in future analyses. Another option is to use the split file command to compare groups. For example, imagine that we wanted to know how our research methods attitudes score varied by gender. We could split the file by gender and then run descriptive statistics. Go to Data, Split File, and then click on Compare Groups. And I'm going to compare by gender because I want to know how my attitudes vary based on gender. Send it over to Groups Based on Gender, and then click OK. And now you'll see in your output that you've just told SPSS to run all future analyses split by gender. In order to determine how our research methods attitudes total vary by gender, we need to run descriptive statistics for that scale. Again, we're going to go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Descriptives, and everything is still in there as it was for our previous analyses. And so I click OK. And at the end of the output file, you'll see the attitudes scale split by gender. Now, when I want to run additional analyses, if I want to look at the entire data set, I need to turn Split File off. To do that, I go to Data, Split File, and then Analyze All Cases, Do Not Create Groups. And I've turned my split file off. Well, that's it for our descriptive statistics. In the next several videos, we'll get into different types of inferential statistics.